Or is this full-time MMA now?
I love full-time MMA right now.
Full-time MMA?
MMA.
Nothing
Yeah.
else?
My life, man, yeah.
Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full-time
MMA.
Nicco Montano is in town and the bullet is going down, said no one. Yo, UFC champion Nicco Montano looks like she is finally ready for the fade with Valentina Shevchenko. As you know, this has been a fight that a lot of us have been ready for ever since Valentina Shevchenko put that absolute brutal beating on Priscilla Cachoeira not too long ago. Actually, since they announced this division, 125-pound division. Hell, Valentina Shevchenko was doing her thug thizzle, holding her own against the best of the best at the 135-pound division, and the whole time she could have been fighting at 125, defending her belt. But the division was not there. It wasn't even formed yet. The UFC just made the 125-pound division, and they made it with the Ultimate Fighter show. The winner of the show got to fight for the belt. Now, if it were realistic, they'd had to have fought Valentina Shevchenko for that belt because she was looked at as the uncrowned queen of this division. But since they were on the Ultimate Fighter, they just got to fight. You know, the two winners of the show were supposed to fight, and the winner took home the belt. Now that champion just so happened to beat Nicco Montano after she defeated Roxanne Modafferi at the Ultimate Fighter 26 finale, I believe, and she became the UFC strawweight champion. Well, since then she has not defended her belt, but we have laid claim to Valentina Shevchenko as the #1 contender after her dominant performance over Priscilla Cachoeira, and also she's fought the bantamweight champion multiple times now. Valentina Shevchenko was this close to beating Amanda Nunes, and I know you can't see that, but my fingers were really close, you know, like this close. You get the point. But she was super close to beating Amanda Nunes in a bantamweight title fight, and Amanda Nunes is the most dominant bantamweight champion we've ever seen in the UFC. Amanda Nunes has beat Miesha Tate, Ronda Rousey, Valentina Shevchenko. She's defended her title multiple times against the best fighters in the world, and Valentina Shevchenko still, a lot of people believe Valentina might have even won the second fight, or she would have won the first fight. Now, Amanda Nunes got her hand raised, but now Valentina Shevchenko is in her rightful division, the 125-pound division, and I don't know if there's going to be anybody that can make this weight that will be able to stop Valentina for a long time, including the champion Nicco Montano. Now, this fight could have already happened, but Nicco Montano has suffered a few injuries, which a leg injury, I believe, and also she got her adenoids taken out with the tonsillectomy, you know, so she's had multiple injuries keeping her from this fade with Valentina Shevchenko, which leads a lot of people to believe she's ducking the fade. If you are supposed to fight somebody that everyone looks at as a dominant fighter and you know that is probably going to beat you, but injuries keep coming up. Oh, I can't do it for this reason. I can't do it for this reason. Well, if she wants to wait for me, I guess, like, you know, saying stuff like this makes people think that you don't want any smoke with Valentina Shevchenko. Similar to GDR and Chris Cyborg. If you're GDR and you have a fight with Chris Cyborg coming up, and you start talking about a thumb injury or the police academy or this reason or that reason, and the UFC eventually has to strip you, a lot of people are going to come to the conclusion that you were scared to fight Chris Cyborg, no matter what you say. Same thing here. If Nicco Montano never fought Valentina Shevchenko, hell, just the time it's taken today, people are saying she's scared of Valentina Shevchenko. And now she's coming out and saying, all right, let's get this show on the road. What you got on you, girl? September 8th in Vegas. Valentina, put her name in it. Put her name in it. Who thought we would see Nicco Montano saying Valentina's name in the call out? Whoa! You know, you might expect to get a call out like, all right, whoever's the #1 contender, I'll be ready September 8th. But she put a name on it. She said, all right, let's get this show on the road. What you got on your girl? September 8th in Vegas, Valentina. Now that I'm finally back to a healthy body, I'm ready to go. It was only a matter of time. Share it, write it down, take a picture. Nicco Montano says hashtag the champ is here. Hashtag 125 champ. Hashtag WMMA. Hashtag I'm here to stay. No, she didn't put that, but that would have been funny. Either way, Nicco Montano versus Valentina Shevchenko could potentially be going down at UFC. I believe that September 8th is UFC 227 or UFC 228. If it's in Vegas, then I believe that's UFC 228. Yeah, because UFC 227 is actually in Los Angeles. That's TJ Dillashaw, Cody Garbrandt too. The only fight we've heard, other fight for this card so far, is Zabit versus Yair Rodriguez. So we're potentially looking at a fucking great card here. But as we just saw earlier, UFC 225 was the most stacked card of the year, and it sold like no fucking pay-per-views, which makes like no fucking sense. So it doesn't matter how stacked this card is on paper. For us MMA fans, we're gonna love it. But us hardcore fans, we're going to love this card. But as far as UFC 228, that's another topic for another day. So we'll leave it here. UFC female flyweight champion Nicco Montano says that she's ready to fight Valentina Shevchenko on September 8th. She put a name and a date on it. No more ducking the fade. Nicco Montano is ready. Let the full-time family know what you guys think in the comments. And as always, thanks for checking out this video. If you're new or if you're just slip or slacking on your pimping, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. And if you want to help support this independent channel, you can either click the PayPal button in the description or you can go to patreon.com/fulltimemma and consider becoming a patron. I'm out.
This is #1 bullshit.